Imagine someone wires $100 into your account every morning. No conditions, just $100 sitting there, yours. One rule only, it expires at midnight. Whatever you haven't spent by then simply disappears. You would never let that happen. You would plan every single cent before noon. Coffee, lunch, a bill, a small treat, all mapped out. Now here is the thing. That is already happening to you, every single day. Every morning you receive 16 hours. A daily budget deposited the moment you open your eyes. Not dollars, something rarer and harder to replace. You cannot save it, borrow more, or get a refund. By midnight, every single hour is already spent. Most people think twice before spending $5. But an entire day slips by with almost no plan. The budget is real, the spending is invisible. Economists have a name for this kind of invisible spending. They call it opportunity cost. Every choice you make with your time has a price. Not money, something harder to see. Every yes you say with your hours is a silent no to everything else. You scroll for an hour, fine. But that same hour was available for reading, building, or resting. The trade happens either way, whether you notice it or not. Take one thing, just your daily social media scroll. The average American spends 2 hours and 16 minutes on it. 2 hours and 16 minutes, every single day. Doesn't sound like much, does it? Now stack it every day, across a full year. That comes to 34 full days. A complete month of waking life, handed to an app every year without a decision. And that is just one line on your ledger. Meet two people, same city, same age, same starting point. Call them A and B. Their days look almost identical from the outside. But every evening, A makes one quiet choice differently. 45 minutes instead of scrolling. A practices something. A skill, a craft, anything that slowly compounds. B fills that same window the usual way. Now fast forward. 5 years later, A and B are no longer the same person. Not even close. In year 1, you cannot see any difference. Same apartment, same job, same face in the mirror. But something is shifting quietly beneath the surface. By year 2, person A has a real skill, a small edge, almost invisible. Year 3 brings a better opportunity. Year 5, different salary, different health, different options. Person B is still planning to start on Monday. The same 45 minutes repeated 1,825 times. 2 entirely different lives. Here is the math that makes it permanent. Improve by just 1% each day. It barely registers, almost invisible. Do that for a full year, and you end up 37 times better than when you started. The daily gap feels like nothing. The annual gap is almost impossible to close. Go 1% the wrong way every day instead. By year's end, you are nearly back to 0. So here is the obvious question. If you can see this gap, why not just choose the better path? The honest answer? Your brain was never wired to make that easy. Inside you, 2 systems compete over every small choice. One craves the reward right now, fast, loud, and ancient. The other sees years ahead, but it barely whispers. In everyday moments, the loud voice wins. Scientists call this present bias. Think of that ping landing softly on your phone. The next episode loads the moment the credits roll. The snack is already sitting 2 feet from your hand. None of this is accidental, and none of it is a character flaw. These are engineered triggers built and refined by entire teams. Each one aimed at the exact part of your brain that wins. The part that almost always claims the next 5 minutes. And somewhere in that scroll, you make a quiet promise. You are going to start learning Spanish. Tomorrow, you tell yourself, so you write it down. Tomorrow arrives, you move it to next Monday. Next Monday comes. It shifts to the 1st of next month. Each little push feels like a careful decision. Measured, intentional, almost like a plan. But the calendar keeps flipping. Nothing starts. The delay has quietly become the plan itself. There is actually a name for this. Psychologists call it hyperbolic discounting. Your brain assigns far more value to right now than to later. So future you always looks calm, capable, ready to start. That version of you seems so easy to become. But then Monday arrives. Present, you feels the exact same resistance as before. The feeling did not disappear while you waited. Waiting does not dissolve the resistance. It only moves the date. So here is the question worth sitting with. Not what you plan to do someday. What you actually did today. Every hour of it, every choice you made. The scroll, the snooze, the detour. Now imagine repeating that exact day 5 years straight. Same morning, same quiet trade-offs, same evening. 5 years from now, who is standing there? Would you be proud of that person? Or would you barely recognize the life you built? Here is the uncomfortable truth about motivation. It burns hot and then it burns out. The people who build great lives use systems. Shift 1, plan tomorrow the night before. While today is still fresh, map the next day. Shift 2, one non-negotiable daily action. One thing that happens no matter what. Shift 3, make the better choice physically easier. Put the book on the pillow, hide the phone. She wakes before the alarm, the room's still dark. Same routine, coffee, the notebook on the table, 20 minutes on the one thing she is building. There is no fanfare, no swell of music, no moment that announces itself as a turning point. It feels exactly like an ordinary Tuesday, because it is an ordinary Tuesday. This is what building a life looks like from the inside. Just the quiet doing day after day. Remember those two people from the beginning. Same city, same starting point, same ordinary life. 10 years have passed. Neither ever made one dramatic decision. But look at them now. One has built a skill the world will pay for. The other scrolls a feed they won't remember tomorrow. One feels like time is finally working for them. The other still feels like they're always catching up. No single day made the difference. All of them did. Most people spend their whole lives waiting for a breakthrough, a sign, a perfect start. But the future is never built in one moment. It is built quietly through thousands of ordinary days, days that felt too small to matter, days that looked exactly like today. The moment already came. It was this morning. It will come again tomorrow. The only question is what you spend it on.